Good morning. Can everyone hear me?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I'm waiting for the jail to log on. As I do so, I am going to swear you in. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Madam Court Reporter, is your camera working? I can.
Yes, Your Honor. We don't turn on our cameras on weekends.
Okay, that's no problem. All right, let me swear you in. Do you
Yes, ma'am.
solemnly swear or affirm that you will faithfully interpret from Spanish to English and from English into Spanish the proceedings before this court in an accurate manner to the best of your skill and knowledge?
I do.
All right, thank you. All right, I will wait for the court. I'm sorry, the jail to
I didn't get it yesterday, but I had it
let
downstairs.
me know when they're ready and then we can start, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Right here next to him. You go to the back. They need to expand. Somewhere back. Somewhere back there. Pushing the next to Yes, it was. Yep.
All right, is the jail ready to proceed? All right, good morning, everyone. We're now live streaming on YouTube. Today is July 12th, 2025. I am Judge Rochelle Gordon, and I am the Magistrate Court Judge presiding over this morning's calendar.
Muy buenos días a todos. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo en YouTube. Hoy es día 12 de julio del 2025. Yo soy la jueza Rochelle Gordon y yo soy la jueza del Tribunal de Primera Instancia que preside la lista de causas del día de hoy.
If you're having trouble hearing me, please let me know. There are a few things I need to go over with you before starting the calendar. Please listen carefully as it will help you to better understand the nature and purpose of today's proceedings.
Si tiene dificultad para escucharme, por favor me lo hace saber. Hay varias cosas que necesito repasar con usted antes de pasar la lista. Por favor, escuche atentamente porque esto le va a ayudar a entender mejor la naturaleza y el propósito de la audiencia del día de hoy.
First, I'm not here to try your case, to take a plea, or have any legal discussions with you about the specific facts of your case. The purpose of this first appearance is to inform you of the charges against you, advise you of certain rights, set bonds on those offenses for which the court is allowed to set bond, schedule a preliminary hearing, and determine whether you require the assistance of an attorney.
En primer lugar, yo no estoy acá para que responda antes a las acusaciones, para tener un juicio en su caso o para hablar de los hechos específicos de su caso. El propósito de la audiencia inicial es informarles cuáles son los cargos que se le imputa, informarles ciertos derechos, asignarle una fianza en aquellos delitos en los cuales este tribunal se le permite asignarle una fianza, programarle la audiencia preliminar y determinar si usted requiere la asistencia de un abogado.
You have the right to remain silent. Please do not attempt to tell me specific facts about your case or any legal defenses you may have. As I said earlier, we're streaming live, so anything you say during this proceeding can and will be used against you in later proceedings.
Usted tiene el derecho de permanecer callado. Por favor, no trate de hablar de los hechos específicos de su caso o cualquier defensa legal que usted piense que podría tener. Como le dije anteriormente, estamos transmitiendo en vivo y cualquier cosa que usted diga durante esta audiencia podría y sería utilizada en su contra en las audiencias posteriores.
During this and all other proceedings, you have the following rights. You have the right to a presumption of innocence, the right to an indictment by a grand jury for felonies or by accusation for misdemeanors. You have a right to a speedy and public trial by jury, the right to compel the attendance of witnesses to testify on your behalf, the right to see, hear and question witnesses who are called to testify against you, the right to testify on your own behalf or offer evidence in your own defense. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you if you qualify.
Durante esta audiencia y todas las audiencias posteriores, usted tiene los siguientes derechos: el derecho a la presunción de inocencia, el derecho a que se le formule un documento inculpatorio por parte del gran jurado para los delitos mayores o que se le formule una acusación para los delitos menores. Usted tiene el derecho a tener un juicio sin demora público ante un jurado, el derecho a exigir la presencia de testigos para que testifiquen a su favor, el derecho de ver, escuchar y contrainterrogar a todos los testigos que sean citados a testificar en su contra, el derecho de testificar a su favor y presentar pruebas para ser usadas en su defensa, el derecho de tener un abogado para que lo represente, y si usted no tuviese los medios para contratar un abogado, uno le podría ser asignado si usted cumple con los requisitos.
Also, if you are not a citizen, some charges may adversely affect your immigration status. You will need to consult with an attorney.
Además, si usted no es ciudadano, algunos cargos podrían afectar de forma negativa su estatus migratorio, o sea que debería de consultar con un abogado.
Some of you will be allowed to post unrestricted bonds for your release from jail pending the prosecution of your case. These bonds may be posted in 3 different ways: cash, commercial, or property. If you post a cash bond, someone will deliver the full amount of the bond in cash together with any mandated fees to the sheriff's office, who will hold it until after your final court date, at which time the cash should be returned to the person who posted it. If you do not have the full bond amount in cash, you could also use a commercial bonding company who may take up to 15% of the bond as their fee. This fee will not be returned to you. You may also have someone post a property bond as long as there is net equity in the property of at least 3 times the amount of your bond. For example, if I set a bond today for $2,000, your property must have at least $6,000 in equity to qualify as a property bond.
A algunos de ustedes se le permitirá pagar una fianza sin restricciones para salir en libertad de la cárcel, quedando su caso pendiente para ser procesado en este tribunal. Las fianzas se pueden pagar de 3 maneras diferentes: en efectivo, de manera comercial o utilizando una propiedad. Si usted paga la fianza en efectivo, alguien tendría que llevar la cantidad total de la fianza en efectivo, incluyendo las tarifas de ley, a la oficina del alguacil, la cual se quedaría con este dinero hasta el final o hasta su última cita judicial. Cuando su caso termine, este dinero le sería reembolsado a la persona que lo pagó. Si usted no tuviera la cantidad total de la fianza en efectivo, usted podría hacer uso de una compañía de fianza comercial, la cual le podría cobrar hasta un 15% de la cantidad total de su fianza por su servicio, pero ese dinero no le sería reembolsado. También le podría pedir a alguien que pague una fianza utilizando una propiedad, siempre y cuando el capital neto de la misma sea por lo menos 3 veces la cantidad total de la fianza. Por ejemplo, si yo le asigno una fianza de $2,000, la propiedad debe tener por lo menos $6,000 en capital neto para poder ser utilizado como propiedad de fianza.
Each of you will have as a condition of your bond that you are not to violate any laws while out on bond. Some of you will have additional special conditions that prohibits you from contacting certain people or going to certain places. If you have a no contact provision on your bond, this means you must stay away and have no contact with the victim. You may not call, text, email, write a letter to, or contact through any social media platform.
Cada uno de ustedes va a tener como una de las condiciones de su fianza que usted no puede infringir las leyes mientras esté en libertad bajo fianza. Alguno de ustedes va a tener condiciones especiales adicionales donde se le prohíbe ponerse en contacto con ciertas personas o de que acudan a ciertos lugares. Si usted tiene una orden de no contacto, esto significa que usted tiene que mantenerse alejado y no tener contacto con la víctima. Usted no podrá llamar, enviar un mensaje de texto, un correo electrónico, una carta o comunicarse utilizando las redes sociales.
If I order you not to return to a particular location, that means you cannot go back to that location for any reason. If the no return to location is a shared residence, meaning you live there with the alleged victim, please let me know and I will allow you to go back, but only while accompanied by a sheriff to collect some of your belongings that are not in dispute, meaning there is no issue with who owns that property. You will need to make an appointment with the sheriff's office within 10 days of being released to pick up your personal belongings.
Si yo le ordeno no regresar a un lugar en particular, esto significa que usted no puede regresar a ese lugar por ninguna razón. Si el lugar donde usted no puede regresar es una residencia compartida, lo que esto significa es que usted vive ahí con la presunta víctima, por favor me lo hace saber y yo le voy a permitir regresar, pero solamente acompañado de un alguacil para retirar sus artículos personales que no estén bajo disputa, o sea, de que no haya ninguna disputa de a quién le pertenece la propiedad. Y para hacer esto, yo le voy a permitir que usted haga una cita con la comisaría durante los primeros 10 días después de haber salido en libertad para retirar sus artículos personales.
If you violate the bond order and the court considers your contact intimidating or harassing, you could receive additional felony charges such as aggravated stalking or influencing a witness. These types of charges carries a punishment of up to 20 years in prison and $20,000 in fines. If your spouse, family member, or friend is the alleged victim in your case, he or she will not be allowed to post your bond, nor are you able to contact the victim while you're in custody.
Si usted incumple la orden de las condiciones de su fianza y la corte considera el contacto intimidante o acusador, a usted se le podía imponer o imputar cargos por persecución ilícita con agravante o influir a un testigo. Y este tipo de cargos conlleva un castigo de hasta 20 años de prisión y de hasta $20,000 de multa. Si su pareja, un familiar o amigo es la presunta víctima en el caso, a él o a ella no se le va a permitir pagar su fianza. Tampoco se le va a permitir a usted llamar a la presunta víctima mientras usted esté en la cárcel.
Some of you are charged with offenses for which this court is not allowed by law to set bond. In this event, a bond hearing will be scheduled before a judge of the Superior Court of Clayton County. If you're currently on active probation, this court is not allowed to set bond at this time. Whether a bond is appropriate in your case will be reconsidered after your probation officer has had the chance to consider this new arrest.
¿Alguno de ustedes se le imputa delitos en los cuales este tribunal no está autorizado por ley a asignarle una fianza? En este caso, una audiencia para pedir fianza sería programada ante un juez del Tribunal Superior del Condado de Clay. Si actualmente usted está bajo libertad condicional, a esta jueza no se le autoriza a asignar una fianza en estos momentos. Si la fianza es apropiada o no, en su caso, sería evaluada nuevamente después que el agente de libertad condicional haya tenido la oportunidad de evaluar el nuevo arresto.
Each of you will have a date for a preliminary hearing. The purpose of a preliminary hearing is to determine whether there is enough evidence or probable cause to keep you detained on your charges. If you bond out, your preliminary hearing may be waived as you are out of jail and no longer detained.
A cada uno de ustedes se le asignará la fecha de su audiencia preliminar. El propósito de la audiencia preliminar es determinar si hay suficientes pruebas o motivo fundado para continuar con usted detenido por los cargos imputados. Si usted paga su fianza y sale, puede ser que su audiencia preliminar sea cancelada o sea renunciada porque ya usted no está en la cárcel y ya no está detenido.
If you're charged with misdemeanors only, when you come up before me, I would ask you if you wish to waive your preliminary hearing. Waiving your preliminary hearing does not affect your rights or your bond amount. It simply moves your case from magistrate court to state court faster. This court does not have a preference as to whether you waive your preliminary hearing. However, when I ask you if you wish to waive your preliminary hearing, if you respond by asking what that means, I will schedule your preliminary hearing, as I do not want you to waive something you do not understand.
Si a usted se le imputa cargos por delitos menores solamente, cuando usted venga ante mí, yo le voy a preguntar si usted quiere renunciar o no a tener su audiencia preliminar. El renunciar a tener su audiencia preliminar no afecta sus derechos o la cantidad de su fianza. Simplemente mueve su caso del tribunal de primera instancia al tribunal estatal más rápido. Este tribunal no tiene ninguna preferencia de si usted renuncia a tener su audiencia preliminar o no. Sin embargo, si cuando usted venga ante mí, yo le pregunto si usted quiere renunciar a tener su audiencia preliminar y usted me responde preguntándome qué significa esto, entonces yo le programaría su audiencia preliminar porque yo no quiero que usted renuncie a algo que usted no entiende lo que es.
With regards to OR or signature bond, if you have a criminal history, meaning this is not your first arrest, you are not eligible for an OR or signature bond. Finally,
Con respecto, I'm
Go ahead.
sorry, Johanna.
You can go ahead, it's fine.
Y con respecto a las fianzas bajo firma o la fianza bajo palabra, si usted tiene antecedentes penales, lo que significa que este no es su primer arresto, entonces usted no cumple con los requisitos para una fianza bajo firma o una fianza bajo palabra. Finalmente,
It has come to our attention that inmate families have been contacted by individuals claiming to be an employee of the jail, offering a pretrial program and dismissal of charges if a substantial fee is paid. Please note that this is a scam. No such program exists from the jail.
finalmente, se nos ha notificado que las familias de los detenidos han sido contactadas por personas que alegan ser empleados de la cárcel y que ofrecen programas de resolución judicial previa al juicio y sobrecimiento de todos los cargos y se paga una suma considerable. Sepan que esto es una estafa y que un programa de esta índole no existe en la cárcel.
I am about to read the oath to you. If you understand and swear to this, please respond, I do. Would everyone please raise their hand? Your right hand.
Estoy a punto de leerle el juramento. Si usted así entiende y jura, por favor diga, lo juro. Levante su mano derecha.
Do you swear or affirm that the information you're about to give to this court, as well as any information you provided on your application for court-appointed counsel, is true and correct? If so, please say I do.
¿Jura usted y afirma que la información que usted está a punto de dar ante este tribunal, así como también la información suministrada en su solicitud para un abogado de oficio, es correcta y verdadera? Si así es, dígalo juro. I do swear.
All right, thank you.
Okay, gracias.
All right, Jill, I'm going to take the individuals who need the interpreter, and then I will do the females and the males.
Yes, ma'am. I'll take it. Right here. Yeah, one day he would go, Tyler would go. About this in 3. You don't want to get
Okay, and this is the only person who needs the interpreter?
This is the female, it's 2 males. This is the only female.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you have a problem with me doing everyone together? Is it?
No, we don't have a problem.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, if you don't mind, may I please say all of them?
Okay. Hold up.
Good morning, what is your name? The female first,
Buenos
please.
días. ¿Cuál es su nombre?
Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, the interpreter didn't get that.
Yeah, neither did I. Sir, what is your name? Please repeat.
Señor, ¿cuál es su nombre? Por favor, repita.
Norvin Natividad Cáceres Reyes.
Norvin Natividad Cáceres Reyes.
Okay. Mr. Caceres Reyes, you are charged with driving too closely. The bond is $100. You're also charged with driving without a valid license. The bond is also $100.
Señor Cáceres Reyes, a usted se le imputa el cargo de conducir un vehículo muy de cerca. Su fianza es de $100 y de manejar sin licencia de conducir. Su fianza también es de $100.
Total amount for your bond is $200.
La cantidad total de su fianza es de $200.
Your next court date is August 12th, 2025.
Su próxima audiencia ante el tribunal es el 12 de agosto del 2025.
I appointed a court-appointed attorney to assist you with your case.
Yo le he asignado un abogado de oficio para que le ayude con su caso.
All right. The
Okay.
next individual, please. Ma'am, what is your name?
El próximo individuo, señorita, ¿cuál es su nombre?
Miley Lisbeth Villarreal Díaz.
Miley Lisbeth Villarreal Díaz.
Can you please repeat your name? I'm sorry.
¿Podría usted, por favor, repetir su nombre? Lo siento.
Miley Lisbeth Villarreal Díaz.
Okay.
Milay Lisbeth Villarreal Díaz.
All right, Ms. Villarreal Diaz, you are charged with obstruction of a law enforcement officer. The bond for that is $1,000. You are also charged with making false statements. The bond on that is $1,500. Your total bond amount is $2,500.
Ok, señorita Villarreal Díaz, a usted se le imputa el cargo de impedir el trabajo de un oficial y su fianza por ese cargo es de $1,000. También se le imputa el cargo de dar declaraciones falsas y su fianza es de $1,500 para una fianza total de $2,500.
Your next court date is August 6th, 2025.
Su próxima cita ante el tribunal va a ser el día 6 de agosto del 2025.
Okay.
I reviewed the application for court-appointed counsel. Are you currently employed?
Y yo revisé su solicitud para un abogado de oficio actualmente. ¿Está usted trabajando?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. Approximately how much do you make per week?
¿Y aproximadamente cuánto gana usted por semana?
Entre 480 y 530.
Between 480 and 530.
Do you have any children?
¿Tiene usted niños?
No.
No.
Okay. I am reviewing the application. I am going to go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. Again, your court date, the next court date is August 6th.
Yo estoy revisando su solicitud. Yo voy a proceder y le voy a asignar un abogado para que la represente en estos cargos. Y una vez más, su próxima audiencia ante el tribunal va a ser el día 6 de agosto.
Okay.
And sir,
Okay.
thank you very much.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Sir, what is your name?
Señor, ¿cuál es su nombre?
Ángel Steven Morales García.
Ángel Stevens Morales García.
All right. Mr. Garcia. Give me 1 second.
Señor García, denme un segundo.
Mr. Garcia, could you repeat your last name for me, please? It sounds hyphenated. I just need to hear
Señor
that.
García, ¿podría usted repetir sus apellidos?
Morales García.
Morales García.
All right, Mr. Morales Garcia, you are charged with false statements, improper lane change, driving while your license is suspended, driving too closely, and obstructing a law enforcement officer. For the I'm sorry, go ahead, interpreter. I'm so sorry.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
Okay.
Ok, señor Morales García. A usted se le imputa el cargo de dar declaraciones falsas, de cambio inapropiado de carril, de manejar con licencia suspendida, de manejar siguiendo otro vehículo muy de cerca y de impedir el trabajo de un oficial.
For the false statements, your bond is $2,000. For the improper lane change, the bond is $500. For the driving while license is suspended, the bond is $500. For driving too closely, the bond is $500. For the obstructing a law enforcement officer, the bond is $1,000. The total bond amount is $4,500.
Ok. Por dar declaraciones falsas, su fianza es de $2,000. Por manejar con licencia suspendida, su fianza es de $500. Por cambio inapropiado de carril, su fianza es de $500. Por seguir otro vehículo muy de cerca, su fianza es de $500. Y por impedir el trabajo de un oficial, su fianza es de $1,000, para una fianza total de $4,500.
Your next court date is August 6th, 2025. I reviewed the application you made for a court-appointed attorney, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you.
Su próxima audiencia ante el tribunal va a ser el 6 de agosto del 2025. Yo he repasado su solicitud, la cual usted llenó para un abogado de oficio, y yo le voy a asignar un abogado para que lo represente.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Okay, Madam Court Reporter, I think that's all we have today. I appreciate your services. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. We wanted to go ahead and get one of the security inmates knocked out so we can get them on back to the house.
Okay, that's fine.
Come on this way, sir. Come on. Put your hands behind your back. Come on.
Not right here.
Give your full name to the judge, okay?
Good morning, sir. What is your name?
David Tyler Cornwall, ma'am.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cornwall, you are charged with unlawful acts of violence. The bond is $5,000. You're also charged with aggravated assault. I'm unfortunately not able to give you a bond for that this morning. You're also charged with items prohibited by an inmate. The bond on that is $5,000. For those charges that I can issue a bond this morning, the total bond is $10,000. You have a bond hearing date scheduled for August 8th, 2025. You have a preliminary hearing date scheduled for August 6th, 2025. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you with regards to these charges. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, you take care.
I'm gonna start with the team that was there.
Good morning. What is your name?
Yeah, Barnett.
All right, Ms. Barnett, you are charged with theft by shoplifting. The bond on that is $1,000. You are to stay away, not return to 2940 Anvil Block Road in Ellenwood, Georgia. That's the Walmart. Your next court date is August 12th. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. Thank you. Good morning. What is your name?
Angela Barner.
Angela. Ms. Barner? Ms. Barner, you are charged with possession of marijuana. The bond is $2,500. You're also charged with possession of firearms due to the commission of a felony. The bond on that is $5,000. And I'm sorry, I can't recall if I had said 2,500 and $5,000. So the total bond is $7,500. Your next court date is August 6th, I'm sorry. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you with regard to these charges. Do you have any questions for me, Ms. Barner?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you take good care.
Come on, sir. Up to the judge, tell the judge what's going on. How's it going? Your Honor, we're gonna have you see, the last inmate Whitlow, he's, was under medication this morning for his behavior, so we're trying to get him out the way.
There was no wrong behavior, unlawful arrest has been made, is there, what's going on?
All right, Mr. Whitlow, good morning, sir. You are charged with criminal trespass. The bond on that is $1,000. You're also charged with obstruction of a law enforcement officer. The bond on that is $2,500. Your total bond is $3,500. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel. I am going to just go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and appoint an attorney to help you with these charges, okay? Your next court date is August 6, 2025, all right?
This unlawful arrest also.
All
No,
right,
please,
Whitlow.
please, no, sir, no. I see your
Good
nurse.
morning. What is your name?
Treasure for.
No,
Is,
no.
You said what, ma'am?
I'm sorry, Ms. Forbes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Forbes, you are charged with theft by shoplifting. The bond in that today is $1,000. You are to stay away from the Walmart Supercenter located at 2940 Anvil Block Road in Ellenwood, Georgia. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is August 12th. Do you want to keep that court date or waive that court date?
I can keep it, but there's no way like I can get a signature bond though.
No, ma'am. The bond is $1,000.
Okay.
All right, you take care. Good morning. What is your name?
Janitra Hollis.
I'm sorry, can you repeat your last name?
Hollis.
Hollis. All right, Ms. Hollis, you are charged with speeding. The bond on that is $500. You're charged with failure to sign the citation. The bond on that is $500. You're also charged with driving too fast for the conditions. The bond is $1,000. You're also charged with not having your license on you. The bond is $500. You're charged with simple battery of a law enforcement officer. The bond on that is $1,500. You're also charged with obstructing a law enforcement officer. The bond on that is also $1,500. You have a total bond today of $5,500. Your next court date is August 12th, 2025. I have reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel. I'm going to go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. Do you want to keep the August 12th court date or waive the August 12th court date?
So I have to stay here until the 12th or this one?
So if you make the bond, you don't have to attend the hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll go ahead and keep it for you. All right, you take care, Ms. Hollis. Good morning. What is your name?
Arkeisha Howard.
Howard.
Yes.
You are charged with possession of VGSA less than an ounce. The bond on that is $1,000. Your next court date is August 12th. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on this charge. Would you like to keep your court date or waive the court date?
That means I can set bond today, right?
Yes, ma'am. You can go ahead and set it. Do you want to just go ahead and keep it?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. You take care, Ms. Howard. Good morning. What is your name?
Sabrina Lawson.
Lawson. You're charged with simple battery family violence. The bond on that is $1,500. You are to stay away from City of Phillips and not return to 2418 Quinton Drive, Jonesboro, Georgia, 30236. Your next court date is August 12th. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. Would you like to keep this court date or waive this court date?
It means I can set I can do the bond today.
You can, and if you bond out, the court date goes away. So we can keep it for you, or you can go ahead and just waive it today if you'd like. But we can keep it.
I'm sorry, can you explain that again?
So if you make your bond today, the court date comes off the calendar for you, okay? If you don't make the bond, obviously it stays on. But if you don't understand, I'll just go ahead and keep it on the calendar for you, so you have it just in case.
But that's saying I would have to stay here.
You don't have to stay, ma'am.
Okay.
Let me just go ahead and keep the court date for you, and then you can figure out your bond, okay?
And
It doesn't prevent you from bonding out.
so I can't pay the fine today.
Yes, it does not prevent you from having the court date, does not prevent you from bonding out.
Okay, and can I ask a question?
If it's about the facts, unfortunately, because you're live and you have an attorney, I can't hear anything with regards to the facts.
Okay, with the attorney, with the paperwork, if I were to get another attorney, is that okay?
Yes, ma'am, you can. You just let them know that you have an attorney of your own, okay?
And as far as my child, that they appointed her to stay there, they allow her to stay there?
I would advise you to have that discussion with the attorney, okay? All right, you take care. You're welcome, ma'am. Good morning, what's your name? I'm so sorry, I can't hear you. Miss Moore? All right, Miss Moore, you are charged with theft by shoplifting. The bond is $1,000. You're not to return to Walmart Supercenter at 2940 Anvil Block Road, Ellenwood, Georgia. Your next court date is August 12th. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Are you going to keep that court date or waive the court date? All right, you take care, Miss Moore.
Next.
Good morning, what is your name?
Latavia Rollins.
Ms. Rollins. You are charged, give me 1 second, with simple battery family violence. The bond on that this morning is $1,000. You are to stay away from Fredericia Rollins. Your next court date is August 12th. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. Would you like to keep the court date or waive the court date?
I keep the court date, but
All
it was,
right.
can I say something?
Not about the facts of your case, okay? Because we're live and you also have an attorney, okay? So have that discussion with the attorney who should be able to answer all your questions for you, okay?
Well, I have this.
I'm sorry?
When can I have the discussion with the attorney?
So as soon as they get the paperwork, the attorney will come and see you.
Today?
Well, maybe not today, maybe on Monday or sometime at the top of next week, but you do have that bond for $1,000, okay?
Find out.
Yes, ma'am. All right, you take care. Good morning, what is your name?
Sandra Willis.
All right, Ms. Willis, you're charged with criminal trespass. The bond on that is $1,000. You are not to return to 6848 Sandy Creek Drive in Riverdale, Georgia. Your next court date is August 12th. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Would you like to keep your court date or waive your court date?
I'll waive it. Is there, would I be eligible for signature bonds?
No, ma'am. Your bond is $1,000. All right.
Well, the original charge was out of Riverdale City.
Right, I understand. And unfortunately, I cannot hear any facts of the case. And that's why I made sure to appoint an attorney who can have this discussion with you. All right, Ms. Willis? All right, you take good care. Good morning, what is your name?
Kiera Walters.
Walters, you're charged with obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Your bond is $1,500. Your next court date is August 12th. I did review the application you made for court appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on this charge. Would you like to keep your court date or waive your court date?
When was it again?
August 12th.
Okay, I'll keep it.
All right, you take care, Ms. Walters.
You gotta come on. So they come.
Good morning, what is your name? Mr. Ali?
Yes.
All right, you're charged with obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Your bond is $1,000. Your next court date is August 12th. I did review the application you made for court appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Would you like to keep your court date or waive your court date?
I
All right, you take care, Mr. Ali.
can bond out.
Yes, sir. If you have the funds, yes, sir. There is a bond.
Yes, thank you.
Come on. Stay right there. Sit right here. Bring them down. Yeah. So.
Good morning, sir. What is your name? I'm so sorry. What's your last name?
Reginald Anderson, also go Paris,
Okay. All right, Mr. Anderson, you're charged with trafficking marijuana. The bond in that is $10,000. You're also charged with committing certain acts on public transit. The bond is $500. You're charged with possession of marijuana. The bond is $1,000, and possession of a drug-related object. The bond is $1,000. Your total bond today is, give me 1 second, let me make the calculation so it's accurate. Your bond is $12,500. Your next court date is August 6th. I did review the application you made for court appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. All right, Mr. Anderson, you take good care, okay?
Go have a slow.
Good morning, sir. What is your name?
I'm back. Good morning.
All right, Mr. Babb, you are charged with possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. The bond in that is $5,000. You're charged with failure to make a signal lane change. The bond is $1,000. You're charged with possession of a scheduled controlled substance. The bond is $2,500. Your next court date is August 6th. I did review the application you made for court appointed counsel, and you do qualify. So you will have an attorney to represent you. And the total bond, I don't think I told you what the total amount is. It's $8,500. You have a good day, Mr. Babb. Good morning, sir. What is your name?
Andre Burrows.
Mr. Burrows, you're charged with battery. The bond on that is $1,500. You are to stay away from Sean Martin. Your next court date is August 12th, 2025. I did review the application you made for court appointed counsel, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Would you like to keep your court date or waive your court date?
For August 12th.
Yes, sir.
I'll keep it.
All right. You take good care, Mr. Barnes. Good morning, sir. What is your name?
Warren Crum.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Warren Crum.
All right, Mr. Crum, your charge is battery family balance. Your bond is $1,000. You are to stay away from Shalithia Crawford. You are not to return to 509 Forest Parkway in Forest Park. Your next court date is August 12th. I did review the application for court appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. Do you have any questions, Mr. Crum?
No, ma'am.
All right, you take good care.
Thank you.
This one.
Good morning, sir. What is your name? Mr. Durham, you are charged with failure to use your high beams. The bond is $1,000. You're charged with driving under the influence less safe. The bond is $2,500. You're also charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The bond on that is $5,000. I did review your criminal history, and there is several charges on there that supports this possession of firearm by a convicted felon. I did go ahead and I did appoint an attorney to represent you. All right.
Okay, but I wasn't convicted of
Hold
nothing.
on, hold on, let me finish. So your attorney will have the conversation with you as well, okay? The total bond today is $8,500. Your next court date is August 6th. If you have any questions that's not related to the facts of your case, I can answer that for you. If it's related to the facts, Mr. Durham, I cannot answer that this morning.
Okay, let me see if this is, I don't know this question. If you're not a convicted, if you haven't been convicted of a felony, you could be charged with it.
Sir, so as I said before, I reviewed the criminal history, and you can have the conversation with the attorney, okay? All right, Mr. Durham, you take good care. Good morning, what is your name? I'm sorry, Mr. Evans?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Evans, you're charged with reckless conduct. The bond is $1,000. You're charged with criminal damage to property in first degree. The bond is $2,500. You do have this aggravated assault charge here, Mr. Evans, and I'm unfortunately not able to give you a bond on this morning. You're also charged with discharging a firearm near a public highway or street. The total amount on your bond this morning is $4,500 for the bonds that I can issue. You do have a bond hearing date scheduled for August 8th, and you do have a preliminary hearing date scheduled for August 6th. You are to stay away from Anthony Powell.
I don't know what that is, ma'am.
Okay, all right. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. All right, Mr. Evans?
So I can't bond out today?
Sir, you do not have a bond on the aggravated assault charge, so no, sir.
But this is my first felony I ever had.
I understand, sir. All right.
I was at home.
I understand. I cannot hear the facts of your case. All right, Mr. Evans. So again, I appointed the attorney to represent you. They will be able to discuss the case with you and the facts and go over everything with you. All right.
All right.
All right, Mr. Evans. You take care. Good morning. What is your name, sir?
Dominic Ezel.
Dominic.
Ezel.
All right, Mr. Ezel, you're charged with loitering and prowling. The bond on that is $1,000. You're charged with driving while your license was suspended. The bond is $500. You're charged with VGSA, possession of marijuana less than an ounce. The bond is $1,000. You're also charged with VGSA, possession of a Schedule I substance, felony offense. Unfortunately, I'm not able to issue a bond for that this morning. Your bond hearing date is, however, August 8th, and your preliminary hearing date is August 6th. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. All right, Mr. Ezel, you take good care.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes,
All right. What is your name?
Anthony Gibson.
All right, Mr. Gibson. You're charged with criminal trespass. The bond is $1,000 for that. You're also charged with committing certain acts on transit. The bond is $1,000. Your total bond today, Mr. Gibson, is $2,000. Your next court date is August 12th, and I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. Do you have any questions, Mr. Gibson? Do you want to keep the court date or do you want to waive this court date?
I want to waive it. I was told that I can't return until August 24th.
But it's August 12th. That's a court date. You can't return where?
From the airport.
Okay, all right. That's a conversation you're going to need to have with your attorney, okay?
Okay, how do I'm homeless.
Come on, this way, come on.
Let's talk to my attorney.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna go ahead and just keep this court date for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Gibson, you take care. Good morning, what is your name?
Yaya Hidaro.
All right, Mr. Hadara, you are charged with driving while your license is suspended. The bond is $100. Your next court date is August 12th, and I am gonna appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. All right, you wanna keep the court date or waive the court date?
You said what my court day again?
It's August 12th. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the court date for you. If you do make the bond, you don't have to come to the court date, okay?
Okay, it's cool.
All right, you take care, sir.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Right.
Good morning, sir. What is your name?
Eddie Montfort.
Ronnie Montfort.
Yeah.
All right, sir. You're charged with possession of a controlled substance. The bond is $2,500. You're also charged with a seatbelt requirement. The bond is $500. Your total bond today is $3,000. Your next court date is August 6th. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. Do you have any questions for me? All right, you take care. Good morning, sir. What is your name?
Any Porter.
All right, Mr. Porter, you're charged with criminal damage to property in the second degree. The bond is $2,000. You're to stay away from Vincent Scott and not to return to 5771 Denson Boulevard, Mara, Georgia, 30260. Your next court date is August 6th. I am reviewing the application you made for court-appointed counsel. Sir, are you currently employed?
Yes,
Okay, sir, and approximately how much you make per week?
approximately, it depends on the weather, 600.
Okay.
That's in Chatham County. I work for the city of Savannah.
Okay, sir, do you have any dependents, children?
Yes, but they're grown.
You're grown, so are you married, sir?
I was. She's deceased. She's the one that was.
Okay, I got it, okay. And how much you pay for your rent or mortgage?
400.
All right, sir, based on the information you provided to me,
But I live in Chatham County. I don't.
I understand, sir. Give me 1 second, please. I'm gonna just go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges, okay? Again, the bond is $2,000. Your court date is August 6th. You're not to return to the address I stated before and not to have contact with the individual I stated before.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Porter.
Can I ask you a question, Your Honor?
It's about the facts of the case. I cannot hear it, unfortunately, but you can certainly talk about that with your attorney.
When I bond out here, I have to show back up for court here.
So when you make this, yes, you do have this court date in place, the probable cause hearing, but have this discussion with your attorney, okay? All right, sir, you take care.
I was in the three. I thought
Good morning, what is your name?
Ezekiel Crawford.
I'm sorry,
Ezekiel Crawford.
Mr. Crawford? All right, Mr. Crawford, you're charged with criminal trespass. The bond on that is $1,000. You're also charged with obstructing an officer. The bond is $1,000. You're not to return to 735 SR 138 in Riverdale, Georgia through 274. Your next court date is August 12th. I did review the application you made for court-appointed counsel, Mr. Crawford. I am going to appoint an attorney to represent you on these charges. Do you want to keep the court date or waive the court date? I'm going to go ahead and set you down for that court date, okay? Your total bond is $2,000. You take care, Mr. Crawford.
Come on, Mr. Crawford. I said, and it should be a sport. Whoever ego is beautiful.
But I think that would be a judge.
Okay, let me see. Mr. Rodriguez is one of the Spanish-speaking individuals, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I think it was one or two individuals who waived their preliminary hearing. Can you just make sure that I get that paperwork, please? I believe Lashandra Willis was one of the individuals.
Willis Rashando, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to look through to see if anybody else. We don't see anyone. The paperwork, so I can sign it, okay?
All right, Judge, we got you.
All right, thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.